Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica Rovira, aka Beloved J. We are here to do a love read for all you soulmates, twin flames, whatever you'd like to consider yourself. I'm looking into the energies of you and your person. I have already called upon the light, and yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right in. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And time is fluid. Whenever this message reaches you is when it's meant for you. I focus on the energies, non-specific genders. If I say he or she, I'm talking about the energies, right? The male and female energies. We all have both, and life is about balancing out both our masculine and feminine energies. Being able to have that balance ourselves is what's going to help bring balance and our soulmate to us, right? So we're going to go ahead and just do what Spirit likes to do, is just kind of receive the information that is being given for the moment. What does Spirit want to talk about? What are the messages? And take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Just because something doesn't resonate with you, or it's not specifically your story, doesn't mean it's not meant for you, or doesn't mean there isn't a message in here for you somewhere. So just kind of plug yourself in and out where you may, and leave what doesn't resonate for someone else, because multiple people are watching this. So yeah, if you need to flip-flop the energies, feel free to do so. Just because I'm saying this is your person doesn't mean that it's your person. You could be resonating with this side, and you could be thinking that this is your person over here. Maybe you're resonating with both sides, and that just means that you are mirroring each other, right? When you share a soul bond with someone, you tend to mirror energies, so that way we're here to teach each other and grow. So with all that being said, if you don't resonate with a twin flame or a soulmate, it doesn't mean that this is not your reading. Maybe you just, are being guided here for possibly the information that is in this read, and maybe you are in a soulmate or a twin flame relationship, or maybe one is coming towards you and you don't even know it, right? So possibilities are endless. Try not to lock yourself in a specific role or idea of how it needs to go or be, and just allow Spirit to speak to you, and whatever makes your ears pop up is what's meant for you, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and open up with the sound bowl to clear the energies and space. Go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath. Thank you, Divine Creator, Holy Spirit, for opening and clearing the space. Truly grateful. And I'm going to open up with our meditation for today. Today is the 26th, but like I said, whenever this message reaches you is when it's meant for you. Time is fluid. Keeping the eyes closed, or if you'd like to open them, just breathe nice and deep and be aware of your breathing. Relax and know that there is time for everything. Everyone has an equal amount of time, but it is how you use it that matters. Do you use it to the full and enjoy? Do you use it to the full and enjoy every moment of it? Or do you dissipate time by failing to put first things first? Cease being a slave to time. Why not make it your servant instead? Then it will never rule you, but you will rule it. Accept that you can only do one thing at a time. Do it perfectly and then move on to the next. Never try to look too far ahead. You can only live one moment at a time. If you try and plan too far ahead, you may be very disappointed when things do not work out as you had planned. So true. That's called being in the flow. Many changes can take place, and in your planning, you cannot account for them. It is best to live fully in the moment and let the future take care of itself. I love that. That's such great advice. Living in the moment, not trying to plan too much and be too staunchly on one side or the other, right? That word always makes me laugh because I never know if I'm saying it right or not. As with many words, I don't know, English language to me has always been something that, as a spiritual being, very, very difficult, very challenging for me, the English language. My first language was Spanish, and now granted my dominant language is English, but my first language when I was born was Spanish. So I tend to get mixed up a little bit. And I don't know, like I said, I feel like I'm an alien-like being that just doesn't like the English language. I have a different language, and so the English language to me has just, I don't know, been very difficult to read, to speak, like my entire life. Slightly dyslexic, you know, writing. Sometimes I would do my S's and my 5's backwards, and just certain things. It's quite interesting. All right, so today we're starting with the Moonology deck. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Have we seen this before? I like this card. I feel like it, resonates with, or just synchronizes with the message from today, about like always having to have your life planned out. And maybe that's something that you used to do in the past, is like trying to control your future by having it all nice and perfectly planned. And Spirit is like saying, this is something we've already co-created and planned out before you even came here. So you don't even need to focus on that anymore. It's not about, I'm feeling big time, planning and that need to, I love this. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place right now. Spider, community, and web weaving. I love that. But so planning is something of the past, something of the old paradigm, right? Of the 3D world that is now beginning to fall apart. It's being destroyed. And so Spirit is really asking you to surrender and go with the flow here, because the plan has already been co-created with Spirit, and you just need to allow it to unravel in divine timing. And so I feel like, for some of you, this could actually be, a belief, a lifestyle, a person, a job, something from your past that's holding you back. But what I'm picking up more so than anything is the fact that this is about letting go of that need to plan. And I think that this is a thing of the past, and it has probably, let's say you have tried to, and I think that in the last read we had the control for you, and in this one we have werewolf, which says exploring wildness, once again about being feral and unchained, right? Unbound. excuse me, where I feel like in the last read also for your person, we did see spider energy, right? With the Six of Pentacles and the Spirit deck and that Wheel of Fortune vibe. And this has that same vibe. It's like this person is spinning their wheels, weaving their webs, right? And maybe like finally getting out into the community and trying to create something with their community. But I feel like in the past, you have tried to control this, not just you, but you and your person. Like there was this sense of like needing to have things planned, and maybe you guys tried to plan things and it never fell through, right? Where it was like you guys, every time you tried to plan something out, it would fall through and it wouldn't go through as planned. So like maybe at some point in your partnership, relationship, whatever, you guys just were like, okay, well, you know what? We're not going to plan anymore. Let's not plan anymore because the planning seems to not be working out. So let's just go with the flow and let's just take it one. And then sometimes that can kind of pull you out of kilter as well, right? Like just not knowing the plan, right? And then not knowing where it's going to lead. And then it's just like you're weaving this web and you don't know where it's going. And oh man, there's a need for you to completely set free and surrender yourself to this connection and to the flow of it and to the non-linearness of it, right? It's like this weave that has been this web that has been weaving throughout time, throughout millennia. And it's not going to be linear. It's not going to be, one path leads this way. Like, this is about, and it's like the more you try and control, the more you try and plan, the more it falls apart. Because like I said, you are meant to allow the plan that you have co-created with Spirit to unravel, to unfold in divine timing. And I think that at some point you guys were trying both to plan it out and it be very meticulous, and that just wasn't working for y'all. Okay, so all right, we're gonna go into the energies of you and your person, so to get a little bit more clarification, and then I'll start kind of pulling cards and doing all the things Spirit wants me to do. So I feel like somebody's working really hard to bring balance back to this connection, okay? And it's possibly a feeling of needing to have a restart. Oh, geez. Oh, goodness. Oh, my gosh. Lots of people. Lots of people. OMG. What the heck? Okay. All right. So it's just kind of interesting because we had a lot of court cards come up, okay? So just looking at your person here. Yeah. Queen of Bats and Judgment. Okay, there's a resurrection here. And I think that like maybe you I feel like your person like may have cut you out or has just been very cold and detached with you. And I think that's about to change. The Judgment, the resurrection is the red string of fate. This is when divine timing steps in and says, all right, now I am resurrecting this connection from the dead. Like this is something that literally probably has been like ghosts, crickets, You may have even been blocked by this person, no communication or very little communication, and you've probably completely given it up. And I feel like because maybe they broke your heart, right? The Three of Swords. Now, you also have over here the King of Cups on your side. Okay? The King of Cups on your side. I don't know if you're the King of Cups, male or female, doesn't matter, right? But this person's empathic, has deep emotions, you know, doesn't necessarily always speak about them, but their emotions are balanced. Their emotions are real. Their emotions are, this person can be very nurturing, compassionate, empathetic, you know, someone who can actually, this is somebody who cares and loves you, right? Or this is how you feel about them, right? And you could, someone here is in this more empathic, loving, unconditional, compassionate, kind, gentle energy. But with this specific King of Cups, him wearing a mask, I just feel like this person is not really speaking or revealing their feelings because you're a little heartbroken. Whoever this is heartbroken, right? Whoever this person is, the King of Cups, whether this is you or your person, I don't know. This is either you or your person. I mean, I think this is you. I think that you have these deep, you know, emotional feelings towards your person, but you're probably holding them back a little bit because there was an injustice or something happened here, right? In order for, like I said, I feel like this person cut you out, stopped talking to you, ghosted you, abandoned you, possibly even blocked you, and it went dead, right? It went silent. It was like ghostly, ghosts, crickets, okay? And then spirit comes in and is like, all right, time to resurrect this connection because it's not, there's some unfinished business here, okay? We have been weaving this web for millennia, remember? And yeah, so then it's like ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous the way the cards laid out, okay? And I'm sorry because I know that like I'm kind of bouncing around, but I'm trying to go in order here. But so your person in the Queen of Swords energy, male or female, somebody who's cold, detached, rigid, not flexible, not speaking of their emotions, keeping it to themselves. But now I feel like this person is being resurrected from the dead. Somebody who was literally probably ghosted you, abandoned you, now resurrected from the dead and is ready to speak their truth. And what is that? Is that literally in the lesson, we've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Like, really? So here's your counterpart, you and your counterpart, and literally on, like, I just think that you guys are not on the same page at the moment, right? And we're going to find out why. And so I feel like this is about you guys getting on the same page so that you're here with the Queen and King of Cups at the same time, so that you're here with the Queen and King of Swords at the same time, right? On the same page, at the same level, right? And I think that that's exactly what this is, what's happening with this resurrection, right? With the judgment. Your person has made a choice to come out of Queen of Swords energy and be more on your level, which is the Queen of Cups, right? So they can match where you're at right now, which is the King of Cups. And then for you, you're being asked to be a little bit more emotionally detached so that you can be more on the same and it's not about being emotionally detached. I don't want to say that, because like if you're an emotional person, it's hard for you to do that, right? This is just about using more logic, right? Like your person does. Your person, a very logical person, very intellectual, maybe an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, or has this somewhere in their chart, right? And so this is about your person becoming more Queen of Cups, stepping into the Queen of Cups, resurrecting their feelings and bringing their feelings forward, and being more empathic, being more emotional, being more compassionate, being more kind with their love, speaking of their emotions. And this is about you being more logical in the connection, you know, putting your feelings aside for a second and actually bringing logic to the to the connection, right? This is what you guys are teaching each other. You're teaching your person to be more emotional, and your person is teaching you to be more logical, okay? And then what's blocking you right now is you guys are both still learning. You're both still learning how to love yourself. This is the Ace of Cups, about self-love. This is about second chances in love, forgiveness. This is about learning to fill up your own cup before you can give out, right? Like if your cup isn't full because you filled it up with your own self-love and it's overflowing, like how it is in this picture, you're just going to give and then be depleted. Your cup needs to be overflowing with your own self-love, so that you can pour that love out and not be depleted at all. And I think that this is what you guys are in the process of learning by being more, it's like about being able to see the other side of the equation. You know what I'm saying? Like you putting yourself in your person's perspective and your person putting themselves in your perspective. Like I said, your person being more emotional instead of being this cold, rigid Queen of Swords, and you being more logical instead of being this overly emotional person. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with either side. It's just about being more balanced in your emotions and in your mind. And I think that this is what you guys are teaching each other. But it has taken quite some time, right? This is the Page of Pumpkins. This is the student. It's a very studious energy where you guys are still learning. And I feel like you both feel like you're not there yet, right? You're still learning self-love. You feel, I feel like what's blocking this connection at the moment, what is keeping you separate, is the fact that you guys are both working on your own self-love, because, and I think this card came up in the last read in the same position, saying that you feel like you don't have enough to offer. And what is that? Love. You don't have enough self-love. So you feel like you don't have enough love to offer this connection, because you guys are both still learning how to love self, okay? That's definitely what I'm feeling 100% hugely from this. And so, future action. So the action that's going to be taken is the Knight of Pumpkins and the King of Pumpkins. I mean, we go from the Page to the Knight to the King. It's taken you and your person a long time to get to here. To feel like you're good enough. To feel like you have enough self-love to give yourself fully to this connection, right? There's that sense of it's taken quite some time with the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. But in the end, you get to that King of Pentacles, which is having that love, that self-love solidified in the physical realm. And maybe it is tied to being financially stable. Maybe this is part of the reason why you feel like you don't have and you know, in reality, when we feel like we aren't abundant in the material world, like the Page of Cups feels like they don't have enough to offer this connection because they don't have enough material possessions, gain, right? This is someone who's still working and learning and teaching themselves how to be the king, the knight, and the king of Pentacles, right? So because you don't really have much to offer materially, probably physically, like monetarily wise, you feel like you're not good enough. And so this lesson of not having enough in the material world always stems back to the fact that there's a lack of self-love. Because when you have self-love, it makes you abundant in every single area of your life. And so I feel like this is still what you guys are learning individually, is about building your self-love. Because once that self-love is untapped and it's overflowing, your abundance comes in and it steps in, and you reach that King of Cups. You have so much self-worth and self-love that you know how abundant you are, the King of Cups. You feel stable and solid in the physical realm now because you have this backing of this emotional self-love cup of love that fills you from within, that it doesn't matter how much you keep pouring out, you will always be abundant. And that's why you reach this King of Pentacles status. And then this is not, you know, this is also the journey with your person, right? Like, it's taken you, the only ones that hasn't shown up were the King and Queen of Wands, which appeared heavily in the last read, right? So it's kind of interesting because it's like, this is what I feel. I feel, like I said in the last read, it's like there was this relationship that was just built off of the physical, right? And maybe that's all it was in the past. Or maybe that's all your relationships were in the past, just physical. And then now you meet this person that is actually challenging you emotionally, that you actually have an emotional connection to, but you don't feel like you have enough to offer the connection because you're still learning self-love. But you will get there. And so I'm going to pull some cards to see what the energies are between the two of you, and then I'll go through and clarify, and then we'll pick some oracle. Okay, so someone could have gotten rejected. There could have been a missed opportunity here. You know, it's like, or maybe it was somebody was bored, discontent in the connection. But you guys are manifesting each other. So the Magician. This is somebody who has all the tools needed in order to make this connection come back together, in order to be self-mastered. You have everything that you need. The magician has the pentacle, the cup, the sword, the wand, and can pull from those tools at his or her leisure. This is about using the connection of the heavens and the earth, as above, so below. There's an owl in this picture and an infinity symbol. The owl is a symbol of wisdom and knowledge. The infinity, a symbol of eternal love. Whenever I see the infinity symbol in a twin flame relationship, this is eternal love. Something that is just going to constantly keep coming back until you guys figure it out. This is a deep soul bond, twin flame. This is the lovers, okay? The lovers are being resurrected. You're being watched over by spirit. This connection is protected by spirit. And I think that the more you try and control when this connection either comes in or reignites, right? For those of you who this is a past person, not everybody's going to resonate with a past person, but you know, the Judgment card and the Lovers is telling me that you guys have had a journey together. There's been a journey with the Three of Swords. This is a deep soul bond. Like I said, the red string of fate, that cord that bonds you. And, you know, you could cut all the cords you want. This cord cannot be severed because it was co-created by spirit. You can't undo something that was created by spirit. You could try, but it will be resurrected. You could try and put it to end, right? This connection had a death, an ending, a separation, a pause. And spirit is now awakening your person. Definitely communication. Something, you know, there's something solid about this connection. But I feel like it's not anything that, it hasn't manifested in the physical realm yet. It's not there yet. It's not there yet because someone was rejected. Someone got bored. Possibly, you know, someone got hurt here. I want to find out more about the Four of Cups. This missed opportunity, rejection, boredom. This is like somebody, you know, has 4 cups in front of them. Well, 3 cups in front of them that they're looking at. And then spirit is literally offering them a cup from the heavens above, but they're not even, their eyes are closed. They're not even looking at it. They're looking away from it, right? There could have been juggling in this connection. Someone couldn't make a decision and came to a standstill because there was juggling in the connection. Lies, secrets. Somebody couldn't make a decision, and I feel like, oh gosh. What a mess here. What happened here, y'all? It's like I feel like there was a decision that made, oh my, okay. 222 could be a number that you're seeing. I have 3 2s here, okay? The 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. I feel like somebody got bored in the connection. They couldn't make a decision. Maybe we're juggling work and you, or you and another person. It's just this person up to no good, literally just creating a standstill. This person lied to you in order to create this standstill. So it created this, because this person was bored. I'm honestly a little annoyed with this person, whoever this is. They were bored, couldn't make up a decision whether to stay or to leave. So they hung up the situation with a lie. Because this person lied, the situation became stuck, and it literally was all because of boredom. This is all because of boredom. Not able to make a decision, and now there's a situation where blockage, crossroads. But you know what really needs to happen is a fucking communication, a heart-to-heart communication, conversation. That's what needs to happen. I need to pick one more. Okay. It's coming. It's coming. The King of Cups is someone who is going to reveal their feelings, their true feelings. How have this heart-to-heart conversation. Somebody has chosen to unblock you and have this heart-to-heart connection and bring these feelings forward. Like I said, because they're being resurrected by spirit and they're being asked to be in their emotions, right? In their feels. OMG. I was about to get really annoyed with that person. All right, I'm just going to go through and clarify a little bit more. I hope this is resonating with you so far. Can you tell me anything else about this connection? I'm not even going to go through and clarify specific ones. I just want to know more. Page of Swords. Someone could be spying on you. You know, watching your social media, watching your YouTube channel. Page, and Knights. There's a lot of pages. Pages are young energy. It could also mean a messages. So if you guys aren't communicating, this can mean that there's some messages coming your way, which I've already seen through the Judgment and the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. There's going to be a confession, okay? This is what I'm feeling. And it's taken your person quite some time, or you, right? I don't know. Somebody's going to come with a confession. And I feel like it's your person because they're the one that's being resurrected over here. You're the one with the Three of Swords with the heart broken, right? You have that like, it's like you were heartbroken. Something happened. Like I said, I think your person ghosted you, left you abandoned. Like, you have no idea why. But now this communication that's coming, it's possibly coming with an apology. This is somebody who is like ready to, you know, from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords with the Page of Pentacles in between. This is somebody who was possibly feeling more comfortable watching you from afar, spying on you on social media, or maybe they're using your social media and you're like spying on you somehow to their advantage, right? So that they can know when to come charging in with this truth, this truth about this confession about their feelings, right? Because this person lied to you about a choice that they made. They lied because they were bored, right? And so let's say they lied, they ghosted you, they went down another path with another person, and that left you heartbroken. This person is realizing that you are the counterpart, that you are the soulmate, right? That you're the person that they want to be with. And so they've been watching you from afar because they know that they left you in your feels and heartbroken. They know that happened. And so this person wants to confess the Hierophant and possibly bring a higher level of commitment, of a connection. You know, somebody, this is the marriage card. This is somebody who wants, you know, either a conventional marriage or non-conventional, right? And so maybe you were a very non-conventional relationship, and then, you know, I don't know what exactly happened. But there is definitely a message coming forward, possibly even with an apology. And this person wants to bring this confession in about their lies and their true feelings, like towards you, like quickly. Like they're, you know, it's something that they want to happen like yesterday, but I feel like as long as they're trying to control and plan, right? This person trying to plan and strategize. Like literally, this is what I'm picking up. They're watching your social media, trying to plan and strategize, like see where you're at in your feels, where you're at in your life, and waiting for the opportune moment to come in, the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. And that's what Spirit is talking about. Like, let go of the past, let go of that control with that meditation, let go of the planning and the need to control this situation and when it's going to come in, because at the end of the day, this is divine timing. You can't control divine timing. You cannot control when Spirit decides to resurrect this love. And I think that's just what happened. Is like, it's been resurrected, so now they're trying to, from afar, strategize, watch you from afar so they can plan a perfect time. And Spirit is telling them, dude, stop doing that. Like, you are going to, there's going to be a loss. I feel like this person will lose out if they continue to try and wait for the perfect time to come in with the perfect plan, with the, this person you will end up losing. This is 5 of Pentacles. If this person wants to come in and out of your life, just as easily as they come in, they leave, watch for that. You're not putting up with that. That is a lost situation, okay? And I think that this is probably what they're going to come in and apologize to you about, being that person that has ghosted you, that left you feeling lost, feeling abandoned, feeling betrayed. They want to apologize for coming in and out of your life. And this is the confession that they're about to make, is that they have true feelings and they got bored. And so they made a stupid decision. They're like, they want to confess, here we go, the imbalance that they created. This was, like I said, from that last read, the imbalance in the connection that created a disalignment in this connection. And that's probably why this person got bored, disconnected from you, ghosted you. You were giving too much to this connection and it left you heartbroken, right? Because you're a very loving, emotional person and you love this person unconditionally, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. The problem is that when we are such loving, unconditional people, we tend to give ourselves too much. And we don't have these boundaries that we need in order to protect our heart. And I think that that's what happened, is that because you were so willing to give unconditionally the love to this person because you felt this deep soul bond connection, you gave and you gave and you gave and you gave and you gave until you were depleted and your cup was empty. And you sat there because this person took and took and took and never reciprocated. Never reciprocated. It left you feeling like, what's wrong with me? I must not be enough. I must not have enough to offer this person. Something's wrong with me. And then you started probably going into lack of self-worth, right? Not feeling good enough. And this person wants to tell you that you are. Wants to tell you that they know that they walked away from you, but they want to repair the connection because they see you as this 10 of Pentacles, as this person they can have this long-term commitment, legacy, the family, the career, the home, the solid family, career, and home, right? This is somebody who sees that with you. All right, any last minute messages before we get into the Oracle? I'm going to get more on the action and what's coming. This person, you in this situation, is being healed. Okay, it's being healed. This situation is being healed, and there will be movement, there will be action. Someone will take the lead here, but it's like somebody is waiting. someone's still waiting, and it's like gonna freaking sabotage this connection. Oh my God, tell me more. Your person, here we go, Queen of Wands. Your person is literally holding out. This person is holding out. And like, I feel like Spirit is literally going ding, resurrect, ding, resurrect, ding, resurrect. And your person is fucking holding out, being the Queen of Swords, and just keeps cutting that connection, cutting the connection. Nope, cutting the connection. Nope, cutting the connection. And Spirit is like, motherfucker, resurrect already. I am telling you, now's the time, now's the time, now's the time. And your person's not listening. This Queen of Swords, not listening, keeps waiting, right? But it's like, what are they waiting on? They're waiting on Spirit to tell them to go, and Spirit's telling them to go, and they're not listening, okay? And literally, it is going to create a moment of they're sabotaging themselves. They're sabotaging themselves because there is unfinished business here. There's growth and expansion here. And there will be movement. There will be, this is destiny. This is destined to happen. It's unfinished business. Like I said, missed opportunity, right? Missed opportunity with the Four of Cups. Unfinished business with the World. This is destiny. It's inevitable that you guys will come back together. But I think there needs to be a death of illusions, a death of these fantasies that you're creating, your person's creating by maybe having other options, right? It's like they don't want to let go of their options, but there needs to be a death of those other options because they're just fantasies. They are just illusions. And maybe there needs to be a death of an illusion of there being the perfect plan, right? All in all, Spirit is handling this connection, and it will be brought into balance. It will be realigned. It will be in harmony. There is unfinished business. This is destiny. This is a reconciliation, a resurrection of this connection. But your person's a little stubborn, and they might be self-sabotaging, but eventually in the end, they'll get it. They'll get it. They will. You just have to be patient, my loves, okay? Patience is called for in this connection because your person's stubborn. Stubborn as fuck, all right? Okay, moving on. Moving on. Let's get some animal cards. Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Number 60, it came out in the reverse for your person. This is the protection message. What a beautiful card. And then for you, 44 Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Yes, because this is where you're at, my loves, right? Feeling a little brokenhearted, a little discontent. Your emotions have literally gone through the ringer with this situation. And so this is about you reclaiming your power. I love that Swan Spirit showed up though, because swans are definitely a sign of like soulmate, twin flame energy. So yeah, another confirmation. It says, don't talk yourself into diving deep into something just because you see the potential of things instead of what they really are now. The necessary work and patience involved may not be the best use of your energy. Have you seen the potential in someone and think that if you love and support them, they will become the person who knows you love them beyond all others? Have you stepped into an opportunity that you know feels too good to be true and might not turn out the way you hope? This is literally talking about how this person's planning, right? Oh my God. Planning because they probably, like I said, got discontent and bored and ghosted you, abandoned you, left the connection because they made a decision to go towards another option, thinking that maybe the grass was going to be greener on that side and planning towards that, and it's not falling through for them. It is not working out because it's not a plan that they co-created with spirit. It is just something that they made up in their mind, thinking that because they were bored, thinking that there was going to be more action on the other side or something better on the other side, and they are literally being faced with the fault of that, okay? Now is not a time for selective, limited perception that can lead to misjudgment. Instead, this is a time for going deep and being honest about what you find as you explore the depths. Have no fear, for whatever you find below will help you love and understand yourself and others and make better choices. Can you sense Swan Spirit calling you to dive deep and resurface to choose again? Can you sense Swan Spirit calling you to dive deep and resurface to choose again? Oh my gosh. Like, how perfectly synchronized was that for your person? Your person needs to let go of the need to control and plan and think that they know what's best for them, and actually start speaking to spirit and listening to spirit. This is about connecting with spirit. The Hierophant is about that higher level connecting to spirit, wherever it went. Connecting to spirit, okay? And I think that when your person does that, ding, 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 this is when the confession comes, okay? And this is what they're kind of avoiding. They're avoiding the message that, like they're just blocking it right now, but they can't do that for very long, okay? Because spirit's in control here. Like I said, this connection is protected. Okay, Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. It takes courage to face challenges, and right now, Panther Spirit is here to say that you are braver than you think. Now is the time to take a risk and step into a different aspect of your being. Speak as you have never spoken before. Act as you have always dreamed you might have the courage to act. Love fearlessly and fully, and expect to feel the adrenaline rush as you are initiated into a new, braver, bolder self. Panther Spirit says the time for dreaming about what you want to do is giving way to the first courageous act towards reclaiming your Panther Spirit and power. Your new identity may feel strange at first, but you have what it takes, and your soul wants this. Be bold. You have what it takes. The Magician. You have the tools. All of the tools you need at your disposal to create the world that you want, which is clearly destiny, love, connection, harmony, balance. Okay? What beautiful cards. All right. Let's go towards these last few. So the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love, Earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So I definitely feel like the Great Severing is for your person. They need to sever and let go of the anger and the conflict of the outside energies, you know, them having made the wrong choice, right? Because I feel like this person probably went, you know, let's say they ghosted you. They were bored, they ghosted you, they ghosted the connection. Maybe something happened that they went in spite of you into another relationship. They were like, you know, out of spite, this person decides to just ghost the connection, and this person out of spite decides to ghost the connection and get into another relationship, okay? And because it was not out of love and true authenticity, this person ended up being faced with a situation that left them feeling anger You know, it was a conflict. It became a conflict. It became a problem. And it made them angry. And, you know, the anger probably was really from the fact that that this person literally, it's like, why do I feel like it was like out of spite that they left you? It was like you maybe said something to them. I don't know why I'm feeling that. I feel like it was out of spite that that they left you. And then they went, you know, like I said, into this other connection thinking, oh, the grass is going to be greener over here, you know. And it was out of spite. I just feel that. And then it didn't end up working the way that they wanted. You know, this plan ended up failing because they did it out of spite. What did I say? A fucking karmic partner. It was out of spite. And so it was like, I don't even know. This could have happened during summer for you, or maybe there's going to be some blessings coming for you during summer. Maybe you're in summer now. Maybe whatever karmic partner situation has kept this connection apart. Like I said, I think that's what happened. You know, they ended up going spitefully into another relationship, and this person was probably a karmic partner. So, you know, they ended up getting kind of stuck there, which we saw with the Hanged Man. Anyways, so there's going to be some blessings coming in summer, maybe a huge release. Maybe during the summer you released this person. You were like, finally, like, you know what? I can't keep holding on to this person. I release the energy. I release the heartache, you know, or just, you know, maybe you were waiting. And so you were like, during summer, you release this person. You're like, I need to move on. I need a fresh start. I need to let go of control. I need to let go of the delusions of this person coming back. And you've completely closed out that cycle. And you're just, you are learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. You're trying to more focus on yourself and your self-love. And this person is like trying to soften to this love that they are now feeling, that they have now, because I feel with the severing of that last relationship, you know, it not working out the way that they planned, it made them realize, damn, you know, I created this, right? And then, and the reason why I went into this relationship and now I'm hurt by it is because I couldn't soften to the love that my person, my real divine counterpart, was mirroring to me. This person couldn't handle that love that that you were mirroring to them, and so they chose to run away instead. And there's a need for you to rise above and forgive this person, because it was like out of fear. Like they just, you know, this person probably didn't know how to accept your love, and so they ran away, and they thought that they could be in a relationship that maybe was more not as intense, right? Something that was a little bit more conventional, like I said, and you guys are an unconventional type of relationship. And so there's tranquility and forgiveness, you know, you forgiving this person for the heartache that they caused, and rising above the drama and the obstacles is what is going to bring you into peace, and what is going to release the energy. It's going to bring you into more self-love. It's going to help you reclaim your power. And that's what's going to end up bringing this connection back together, right? The destiny will step in, resurrection, because the lesson was for you not to take the behavior personally, right? For you to be able to find your own cup of love, because when your cup is so full and someone does something to hurt you, it can't really hurt you if you have a full cup of love, right? The hurt comes from you not loving yourself, okay? And then this person needs to learn how to soften to love, open their heart. This person is way too cold and rigid and protective of their heart, and I think that spirit is teaching them how to open their heart, but it's still something that they're working on. It's a potential. It's a potential. They see potential in you, and yeah. Hummingbird, release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. Finch, new opportunities and choices are opening up to you now. Claim them. And that's what I'm talking about. Spirit is literally showing your person these new choices and opportunities that they can be making right now. And at the moment, some are blocking it, or maybe they were blocking it. But like I said, Spirit steps in with the Judgment and with the World and with the Hierophant and the Lovers, and is like, that you can't block it anymore. I'm stepping in, I'm taking over. Spirit takes over and softens your person's heart. Turns on their I am presence, opens this person's heart, softens it up, and now this person has no choice but to feel and dive deep. This person is literally diving deep. I let the universe catch up with my dreams. You've been dreaming about this. You have been dreaming about this. And so this is about letting go of the need to control, right? Being wild, feral, letting go of control and allowing the universe to catch up with your dreams, because you've had this dream for quite some time. The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. What? Softening to love your person. Finally accepting the activation of the I am presence and falling into love. Softening to love. I want to read that one. Hold on. I feel like that needs to get read. And then I do want to read the Halloween ones and the, the Great Severing. This is a shadow card, one that may feel confrontational. Don't be afraid. It's here to bring to the surface anything that's standing in the way of letting love in. This is what's happening to your person right now. The warring planet of Mars is our constant reminder that it's important to soften, forgive, and find our way back to love. There are many things in the human experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open to the never-ending source of love. We're all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others. It can feel like a never-ending dance we can never escape. If we aren't careful, before long we'll see the world as scary, dangerous, as a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. If this card surfaces, it could be for two reasons. Firstly, for you to acknowledge the difficult emotions, situations, conflicts, wounds, and fears that are causing you pain and anxiety. And secondly, for you to find your way back to love. When we're hurt, it's normal to close off our heart to the world, to let the painful experience confirm the agony of separation in earthly life. Soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear, anxiety, and paranoia paralyze you, it's normal to want to hide away from others and to end the world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart anyway. We're all innocent children spinning our way around the world. Find a way to see the innocence in all people, especially yourself. Like I said, this is what you guys are teaching each other. You are teaching your person to open their heart and soften their heart and be more in their heart space, where your person is teaching you how to be more logical. There's a need for forgiveness here in this connection, and being able to see the person and each other and the pure innocence of who you really are. Because remember, we come here to play out these things, and in reality, we are not love, we are not fear, we are not this betrayal, this abandonment. We are love, pure love. And that is the reminder. And that's what I think that you guys are here to remind each other. But as long as you are still trying to fill up your cup with others instead of fill up your cup yourself, you are always going to feel unworthy. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world but not of it, to realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it, to have their soul fully embody their body. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean toward transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Those who tend toward immanence have attached themselves more to earth and to their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens on their own mystical inner worlds. Or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul, having a human experience means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence. Being in the world but not of it. Most starseeds are drawn towards transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels and the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth, and you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world, to learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. And yeah, so definitely, and this is very twin flamey, right? One of you being more of the spiritual, which I think is you, more in your emotions, more spiritual, more connected to your heart center. And then the other one being more physical, more of the material world, being really good at, making money, making things happen in the physical world, tangible things, right? And then you guys come to teach each other. So it would make sense as why you need to become more logical, more the King of Swords, and your person needs to be more emotional. You need to use your, learn how to use your logic instead of your emotions, and your person needs to learn how to use their heart instead of their mind, right? This is what you're teaching each other. And in the process, you guys will learn self-love. When you learn self-love, this is when action will be taken. And you will receive this, the balance in love. The lovers will reunite and be resurrected and come back to life. When you reclaim your power, when your person opens their heart. Spider. She spins her silk alone in the dark with hope of collection, sticky with dreams, weaving the world, a wide web of connection. Spider's web can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. There is a fine line sometimes between a family or community supporting us and controlling us. This card looks at this discernment. It also suggests you review the way you communicate with the wider community, at work or generally with others, and take steps to improve this or do it slightly differently. This is for your person. They need to be more in their heart center when they communicate and less in their mind and logical planning and thinking and facts and figures. Oh my gosh. It also indicates that there needs to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the supporting web for ourselves. Great advice. Now for you, the werewolf. Luminosity triggers it. A wild moon rises. Pain and blood and fangs, fur and howling and woven guises. The werewolf is a kind of shapeshifter, but one that has traditionally had little control over his wildness. In a way, an inner battle between civilization and wild animal nature fights inside the one body. The vitality, strength, and freedom of the animal versus the reason, control, and intellect of the man. Which one, though, is the dominant force? What is the healthy balance between our animal nature, one that is wild, free, and connected to nature, and our radically civilized humanness separate from our dominant over... and our radically civilized humanness separate from or dominant over nature. The werewolf asks us to consider this balance and to delve into our own ideas of wildness, independence, and custodianship of the planet. When is the last time you spent all day outside? When is the last time you threw your head back and howled at the moon? Do you quash the vitality and curiosity of your body and mind by sitting all day in front of a computer? The werewolf challenges you to weave a balance between nature and your own nature. Love that. Get outside. Take some time outside. You got to gift yourself that. You know, sometimes we're at fault for not giving ourselves that time, taking that time by saying, oh, I can't. I just don't have the time. Well, you've got to give yourself the time. Finch is a feather messenger who heralds the abundance of joyful opportunities. Native Americans referred to the finch as the bird of happiness. They believed the bright yellow color of this bird was a gift from the gods that would bring bright joy, abundance, and freedom into their lives. They also thought the song of the finch was the pure sound that announced the arrival of spring, which meant new opportunities and increased activity. Many varied species remind us of the endless array of choices that life provides. This feather messenger has brought you the gift of abundance in the form of opportunity. Finch lands lightly as it is filled with the high vibration of new activity. Are you going too fast to see it? Are you managing your energy so that you will be ready when opportunity strikes? Balancing activity with rest can set the perfect stage for new openings to emerge. Remember that Finch also reminds us through its lightness and connection to air to watch our mental activity in this way as well. Another summer reference here. Vitality, energy, abundance, element air. Affirmation, I am ready to embrace and welcome the new abundance and light. Hummingbird, a passionate lover of freedom. The delightful hummingbird embodies beauty, lightness, and joy. Hummingbirds can fly backwards and hover in one place in the air. These attributes represent a reawakening of the past and an ability to stay in the present moment. Hummingbird is also associated with nectar, the sweetness of life, and was very often called upon in Native American rain prayers. Hummingbird is tiny, but his message is great. The hummingbird messenger signals another 44. So hummingbird is on the page 44 in this book. And once again, this has happened before, actually. The panther, number 44 in this other deck, and actually the hummingbird in my medicine cards, my medicine animal deck, is number 44. And 44 is a Native American symbolic number. They use the number 44 it's a very special number for them because the 4 symbolizes the 4 seasons, the 4 elements, the 4 directions. And 4 is just very powerful, putting the 2 together, right? Double numbers. And the hummingbird and the panther are both very shamanistic animals. spirit animals of the shaman. So, and it came out on the same side. So I think whoever I'm speaking to on the other end over there, if you've watched that other video again, that the panther and the hummingbird came out together, you have shaman ancestral lineage. You are a shaman. Your ancestors were a shaman. You probably have an ancestral shaman watching over you, guiding you. Connect. Beautiful. So the hummingbird messenger signals a time of new joy and accomplishments in your life. It is important to let go of any burdens or negativities so that you may fully receive the gifts on their way. Past desires, dreams, and new opportunities are surfacing. Wow, this card also talks about new opportunities. And so I think that this is talking about a new opportunity with a past person, somebody that you've had a journey with and that possibly you haven't heard from in a while, that ghosted you, that's been dead and dormant for a long time. And it doesn't have to be a long time, but just for some time. And for some of you, it has been a long time. And you've probably completely given up on this connection. But it's being resurfaced, it's being resurrected because it's a past desire, an unfinished business, an unfinished connection. It is important to let go of any burdens or negativity so that you may fully receive, blah. Hummingbird signals the time is right to embrace all of these blessings, the past desires, the dreams, new opportunities that are resurfacing, or that are surfacing and resurfacing. Slow down, take time to enjoy the process and sip the sweetness of this upcoming period. Lightness of being is the gift of hummingbird. Joy, sweetness, freedom, summer. Why do I feel like something's gonna happen in summer for you guys? Or if you're in summer, it's happening now, right? Because some of you in the other hemispheres are in summer. But why do I feel like something very big is going to come for you in summer? Or this connection started in summer and it's going to resurrect in summer. Maybe you guys literally met in the summer and then it sizzled out and it hasn't, it didn't go as planned, and now you guys are going to resurrect again in the summer. I don't know, but there's three messages from summer. It came up in my twin flame cards. Oh, divine timing, twin flame, community, union. I mean, come on, y'all. It came up summer. And then these two birds are summer birds. Hot and heavy, y'all. All right, I don't know. Anyways, and I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. So thanks for watching. I am truly grateful for all of you that are still with me. As always, I am wishing you all the love and light. Please let me know if this message resonated with you. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what's good with you. Until next time.